Hi guys, we're back again in part 10, I do believe, tonight on this session, and we're down to 15 players in this 330. Cut off hijack, low jack, middle position. 12. This is a bad one. I know what it is already. King 7 suited is a negative 0.06. So, yeah. So I'll get the lobby out. Yeah, we're in part 10 of this session. If you haven't checked out the previous episodes. So here's the structure. 876 players. We're down to 15. Top prize 435.51. We got to double up a couple times here though. I've been playing this for 8 hours now. 8 hours. So if you didn't watch the previous session videos, check them out because yeah, I did get deep, really deep in a couple more tournaments as well. Just like I did in this one on 888 and ACR. So hoping we can final table this finally. I haven't final tabled really tonight, so I'm looking to though. Hopefully. We got 12 big blinds. We had 25 bigs, then lost half, got back down to 10, 9. Then we get up to 25 bigs, and then we lose them again, and just back and forthing. We're in last place right now, as it stands. We're just going to take our time, though. We're just going to pick plus EV shoves. Like, we're only going to pick shoves that are worth more than a third of a big blind. We're not going to take the break-even ones at this point. Trying to play, like, I'm not just throwing my tournament life away. I'm just trying to pick plus EV spots. And, yeah, we're not really getting much, though. Like, in the big blind, we're not flopping well and shit like that. My fucking HUD's gone again. Like, Jack 6 off. There's been worse big blind specials, but it gets full. Oh, look at that. We got a fucking walk here. That's really good. That's really good. We're at 13 bigs now. They like gave us a big blind, man. Fuck yeah. Okay, King 8 off. Small blind versus big blind. I'm jamming all day. This is going to be super plus EV here. 13 in the small blind. King 8 off is worth 1.5 big fucking blinds. Like, it's super, super lucrative. In this scenario, though, we got to fold. We're going to be dominated a ton. Probably start calling there at like King 10, King Jack. I think King 10 is actually a little bit loose, but at the stack depth, like, we can stack off with any top pair hand. Or 10. Like, it's fine. I'd probably call King 10, King Jack. King Jack for sure. I might fold King 10. Depends on my opponents. This guy hasn't opened a hand in 12 hands, so maybe I'd fold because he's really tight. Oh, man, what's going on here? King 10, 6-8. What the fuck are you doing with 6-8, man? Jeez. What the hell happened there? He raised with... He was like threw his fucking tournament away. I gotta watch that one. 6-8 suited. I don't think this is a jam. 13 on the button. 6-8 suited. Yeah, it's a plus 0.2. So we're gonna fold. We're gonna pick a little bit higher expectation spots. Yeah, I was gonna watch that. What the fuck did he do with that hand? Like, hey, we're not in last place anymore. A7, we're gonna jam. This is an easy shove. Now we're gonna fold. But yeah, we were gonna jam. Ace 10, Ace Jack, I'm probably going with here. Oh look, he saved us maybe. What does he have? Ace 10. Ooh, plus queens. So he's gonna be back in the game now. I wanted to watch that fucking hand. Like, what the fuck did he do with 8-6? I had King 8, yeah. Fold. Alright, so play. This guy raises 120k. This guy calls off a 30 big blind stack 6-8 suited. Okay, I can get behind that. Flop comes 7-6 king. He raises flop, gets all the money in. With not even a club in his hand. Okay. On king 7-6 in position, raises flop c-bet with 8-6. Cutoff, hijack, low jack. 10, queen jack off. It's just barely on the line. We'll just fold. Raises flop c-bet with 8-6 suited and plays for, what would it be, 25 big blind stacks. So if he's raising bottom pair there, like, he obviously just blew up. Like, I think he just fucked up. I don't think he's going to do that every time, but it's just good to know that he's capable of doing some really fucking nuts stuff like that, like raising extremely big. Or just raising and getting it all in with bottom pair and shit like that without any clubs. Like, if he had 8-6 of clubs, I could get it for sure, but I think even with 8-6 of clubs, with the flush draw, you're just calling. Because you have so much showdown value. It's your best draw, right? You don't need to play that super aggressively. You're not worried about being outdrawn. You're on the draw. Plus, you have a pair. So, and you want to add some flush draws to your calling range. So yeah, your ones with your pairs are going to be your flush draws that are in your calling range. And then your ace-highs flush draws too, right? Your ace-high flush draws will be in your calling range as well. Then, you know, your weaker ones you can fast play. Your weakest ones would be, you know, the ones you want to play the fastest and probably use as bluffs. Yeah, the worse they get, the more you bluff. Oh, wow. Ace. Oh, this fucking guy came back. That's crazy. That's good for us. We know he's capable of blowing up, so he's on our right. That's good. We know he can blow up, and he's still at the table, so that's good. I think I lost one of these tournaments with this in this exact spot the other day. I jammed 10 big blinds under the gun, but it was on a final table. Shove under the gun, 10, king, queen off. Yeah, that's good enough. Oh, yeah. Please keep it that way. Keep it that way. Keep it that way. Keep it that way. 100%. 100 fucking percent. King, queen off is a plus 0.25. Worth a quarter of a big blind, not a third, like I said, but king, queen's just too good to fold there. With 10 big blinds, we're about to pay the blinds too. Future game simulation, you know what I mean? Am I going to get a better hand than this the next 5 hands, or else I'm going to be shoving to double for 18 bigs? Oh my goodness. I'm like never folding here, but 2-8 off is his junk, so it's like one of the worst hands in poker. I'll just fold. I know. I don't think I ever fold to a min raise, but I'm just trying to protect my stack, get deeper in this fucking tournament, and at least if it was 8-4 suited, I'm calling. 8-3 suited, I'm probably gonna call. Deuce 8 off, I'm gonna fold. Go for the limp min bet here. This guy's kind of taggy. All right. I think I'm going to check this particular hand, though. Bet 1. It's small with our marginal hand. We don't need to go large and blow them out of the water with a 10 or a 9, but, you know, we're trying to get some value from a 10 or a 9 or whatever. King 5 off is normally going to be a fold here. Like, if I was raising first in. Versus these guys. This guy's a really high 3-bet frequency, but I haven't seen it yet. He's only at 7 bigs now, so it's irrelevant. But any hand that I raise, I got to call, because the odds would just be too fucking good. I have to take that into consideration because 7 big blinds is actually a considerable amount of my stack. We'll min raise this. This hand's too good to jam ourselves. We have to min raise call. It's just a little bit too good. Like 7s, if you watched in the previous video, you would yeah, min raise, call off. Connects pretty fucking well with our range. We're gonna range bet this flop for protection. Well, like I'm not really liking it very much. We got away with it though. All right, for the 3rd or 4th time, we have 26 bigs. Actually, I think this is the biggest we've gotten in the last couple hours in this tournament. So that's good. We got a little bit of room now to chill out and fucking just pick our spots wisely, you know? We shouldn't have to jam it all in. This one's an open. Well, we got to call Jack Scorpio off if he does jam, unfortunately. No big deal. It's only 4 more bigs. And Queen 10 does okay in an all-in situation, so. We can fold to this. This is an easy fold spot. 5, like it's like 20% of our stack almost. And this guy is only 3-betting 6% of the time overall. I don't think this guy's necessarily going to be 3-betting with anything but value. Getting this close to the final table. I think the button aspect of it is kind of moot point. Yeah. He just doesn't have a lot of 3-bets. It was 6% before that 3-bet over 100 hand sample. Like, that's pretty good. And, you know, facing an early position open, he's probably 3-betting more like 4%. So, like, maybe his worst hand he's going to have there is King Queen. Ace King. Aces, Kings, Queens, Jacks, 10s. And maybe Ace Queen. Ace King, Ace Queen. Maybe Ace Jack. Possibly Ace Jack. I can't 100% guarantee it, but maybe Ace Jack. Ugh. Sorry. Let's see. Pokerman. So how many percent? Aces, Kings, Queens, Jacks, 10s, Ace Queen, and Ace Jack. Oh, we got to walk. That's Ace Jack plus and 10s plus would be 6%. So, and I think he's a little bit tighter than that. 8s. We got a really good stack size to rip it all in on somebody that fucking jams or raises. We'll just rip it all in here. This guy might call off wider than he's supposed to here. I don't know, what the fuck do you do here with 8s? Do you jam? Like, I think it's probably pretty close to what you're supposed to do GTO wise. 8s are actually raised. Raised called, I guess. Come on, baby. 100%. Okay, right on. That's good. So we're not too far off. Like 6s and 7s can be jammed, sometimes 8s. But like then you got to take into consideration that we're almost at the final table and we're trying to protect our stack, right? So I think it's fine. I think it's more than okay to just jam, protect our equity or protect our stack, you know, in our equity in this tournament. We could jam probably up to plus, like, you know, I'm trying to protect my jamming range. Like, look, everything we're jamming is pretty mediocre. Like, the best hand we have in our jamming range is Ace Queen offsuit. We don't even jam Ace Queen suited, so I thought he would call off kind of weak. What the fuck did he have? King 8? I think he made a big misstep calling there with King 8. King 6. Yeah, he shouldn't be calling there. That's a misstep he made. Just because, you know, we're almost to the final table. You can't be calling with king six. Like, usually it'd be probably just fine, but I don't know why the hell that pops up every time. He's calling. Get a 7 on the turn. This hand's probably not one of our bluffs. It's a little bit too good to be bluffing off with, like ace high with a 10. What the fuck are the stats? Oh yeah, I played with this guy before. What does he make this bet? Oh man. The draw, yeah, some of the draws got there. All right. It's kind of marginal. Like I could have called there. I don't know. I like if I had a pair of 10s, I would for sure, but I don't know. 3.5 on the river. It's kind of like you mean got a jack on the river, maybe. I don't know. Probably just had a king. Oh, look at that. We would have made a straight. Oh, we're final tabling right away, so maybe we're gonna break our fucking final table bubble or whatever. That we've been in this fucking bad luck spell. We haven't hit a final table. We get to 13th like 5 times in a row, so I'm not gonna jinx it right now, but we're getting close. This is the guy that like blew up with fucking 8-6 on King 7-6. Just lost his shit and like fucking threw his whole tournament away and somehow came back because he got queens in just the perfect spot and shit like that. All right, pocket 10s. I'm gonna min raise it up. I don't have any fucking HUD. It's driving me nuts. So I gotta do this. I got 6 hands on this guy. He's at 33-0. So he's passive. It's hard to say yet. We'll see. Why the fuck does the HUD disappear on me? I don't understand. What the hell? It's annoying. All right, blow up, buddy. Let's go break this final table bubble and fucking get there. Blow up. Have a 7 here. A 7-6 of hearts or something and go fucking crazy. Raise. Seems like the type of guy that would raise with a flush draw here. Like some 8 high flush draw or something. Yeah, here we go. You can't fold now. You put 3 out, bud. You gotta go with it now. You gotta go with your 4 high flush draw. Oh, I got away from it. If you're planning on, why would you raise the flop if you plan on folding to a fucking jam? Unless it was like complete bluff, but like that'd be just asinine to make a complete bluff with like 2 red cards on that board. Now I get to play a pot with them. Check. Our money from this guy is going to be made by just slow playing anything we get. I'm just checking here even. He really likes to raise the flop, and I have a club, so I'd rather just check. Just call him down. Play a really small pot, especially with this hand. He pots the river. I call. Oh my god, he had a fucking flush, really. Well, I lost the minimum there. He got 4 big blinds out of me. Blind versus blind. You have a pair, you just have to pay. That's how it is. Yeah, he had a flush. So he checks the flop. Doesn't bet. Doesn't c-bet. Or whatever. It wouldn't be a c-bet, but you know, he doesn't bet the flop. Doesn't bet on the turn. Or did he bet on the turn? I think he bet like 1 big blind or something. And then on the river he bets. Yeah, I don't know. Silliness. Oh, we are down. The final table bubble has been bursted. This guy's pretty loose. I think we can easily call with Jack-10 suited here. And be happy with it. This hand flops really well. Jack-10 suited's pretty good. Jack-10 off, I fold here. Every time. Oh, yeah. Not really our flop. We don't have a club on board, so that's shitty. Yeah, we'll probably just fold. There's a club, I peel, but there is none. We're about to hit the final table. Let's just move on. Oh, yeah. Shit, it's 8. The tables are 8 max. We gotta wait for one more guy. Yeah, if there was a club, I'd peel, but like peeling with a straight draw, gut shot, like he's gonna have so much on that board. Opening an earlier position. Cut off hijack, low jack. Yeah, so he was in a low jack anyway. No, cut off hijack. No, hijack. Okay. Right? Ace King will raise that up. Kind of would like stats right now, so I can use them to determine what the hell I'm going to do. This guy doesn't 3-bet. 5, 6, 8. Okay, well, that's not a very good fucking board for us, is it? Okay. A little bit better. I can't fold. Ah. 6s and 8s, ace kicker. You actually have it. Oh my god, it's a fucking chop. Jesus Christ. Oh, what the hell are you doing with an ace there? Like, what are you trying to get me off of? I'm going to call when you're beat, or you're going to chop with me. Like, insane. Anyway. Might be an okay shove, but I'm just trying to be conservative here. I want a final table, so we can move up the payout jumps. What's the next pay? Next pay, the payout jumps are getting a little bit bigger. Oh boy. Okay, when it goes bet call, you have a gut shot. You're dominated a lot by flush draws, so you have to fold. And 2 of my outs for overcards are going to be diamonds, so yeah, we just got to get rid of it. We got there, but... So what do we have? 3 and 5, 7 outs, I guess. But then, you know, in the river we get a diamond sometime. Holy. Does he have king queen? Maybe he has king queen with a diamond, because I probably would have peeled with a diamond. That would make sense, since I don't have a diamond. Yeah, he probably has king queen with a diamond. That would make perfect sense. Because yes, I would have called that with the diamond. The king or queen of diamonds. That would give me some backdoor equity. where I could continue barreling. Sure, suited hand. Make bottom pair, and again, no clubs. Can't seem to get those flush draws. Jack 5-4 to a 2/3 pot bet. Yeah, we're just done with it. There's no clubs, or we don't have a club. We'll get one. We'll get one. Half pot on the turn. What kind of bet is this? This is a bet you make with a jack for sure. It's like if he calls, there's going to be 16. Well, he should have went a little bigger with the jack if he's planning on jamming safe rivers. Should have went like 5.5, so that way you'd have a pot-sized bet on the river, but... Huh. 10. He barrels the turn with a 10. What did he have exactly that he bet that flop with? I forget what the flop was. King 10. King 10. And then he barrels off on it when he gets middle pair. Anyway, no club. He doesn't even have the king of clubs. Like, he's way over bluffing. Probably take a note on him. Again. Like, I looked him up there with the ace king there on the 2-pair board. And, yeah, he had ace high, and there's just doesn't make any logical sense to be bluffing with that combination. Like, you're going to get money from my bluffs if I have king high and I bluff at it and you can call off with ace high. It makes a lot more fucking sense than just trying to hand me all your money when I have an 8, you know? Doesn't make any fucking sense. You either chop or you lose. Because I'm never calling there with king high. So I guess you win. He wins when I have king high, I guess. But he's going to win anyway. That's the thing. Like, he's going to win anyway. So why are you just trying to hand me your money? Hand for hand fucking play. We're in 7th now. I have 9. Yeah, stacks are starting to kind of even out a bit. Let's check out the other table here. No. Who's not on my table? This. Oh, really? That's the one. The chip leader is that little heaven. Oh, that's good. Man, that is really good. That player's awful, man. Don't bluff them. They call with any pair. Calls 3 bets with suited 3 gappers too. So yeah, really good person to go heads up with. Runs big bluffs with small pocket pairs. Okay. I wonder when I took that note. I don't remember taking it recently. 10 big blinds remaining here. That's good. The chip leader of the tournament's not good at poker, so we're happy about that for sure. It's increasing the chances I'm going to win if I can get some chips. What the fuck did you do that for? Okay, call. We actually have a good suited connector here. And again, And again, and again, and again, and again. There's no fucking diamonds. Like, it's just ridiculous. I cannot get a fucking hand with diamonds. Yeah, this guy always fucking bets. Like, he always bets. 7, 8, 9, 10. Like, I can't even call with it because if somebody has a king, I'm fucked. I'm gonna have to play for stacks, the dummy end of a straight. Like, yeah, this is just a really fucking bad spot to be in right now. If I had a stayed in the hand, and he has a king. So when he doesn't have a hand, he bets really big, and when he has a hand, he checks. So brilliant, brilliant. Um, fold. So yeah, good call on my part, folding there. That worked out pretty good. Yeah, because it would have put me in a really rough spot. Because on the river, he would have checked, and I could have checked back, but then I'm not even getting paid when I hit, right? So what's the point of even continuing for 5 big blinds? To win 5 big blinds or 6 big blinds, like, fuck, it's just not even worth it. We'll find a better spot. Because I can't jam, because I'm going to get called by a king every time, and when they don't have a king, they're going to fold, so what's the point? He's racking up the chips. We just seem to get these fucked up flops where we don't have any backdoor equity or any pairs, so that's all that's happening to us. We're just not hitting any flops. We hit that flop, but we would have got cooler if we stayed in. So it wouldn't have really been a cooler because we were stupid for staying in with that hand, but all right, what's happening here? We got an all in. 4-9. Oh my god, look at this. What a shitty way to lose a fucking tournament that is. 4-9. Yeah, we were very happy that that's the one with the chips. We were very happy about that. Fuck yeah. Very happy. Okay. I want to make a deal. Sure, why not? I have the least amount of chips on the table, so fold. Da-da, we made a final table. Of course, everybody knows I want to make a fucking deal. I got 14 bigs. Like, to be honest with you guys, my chances of winning this tournament is kind of low, but we're gonna try. If I double up once, I'll have a bit of chips to play around with, and then maybe I can do something, but... And this big stack is not going to play their big stack properly. Like, look at this. This is fucking retarded already. Like, what the hell are you doing this with? This is why watching the other table, once you get down to 2, if you're done for the night, is so valuable. Because, like, we got to see that they will jam all in with 9-4 offsuit. Like, shit like that. That's relevant information about the big stack at the table. All right, 7-4 suited. Hey, Jay-Z Irwin made it. The super tight guy to my direct left with his awesome. They did me a favor putting him there. Should be able to jam a little bit wider. Blind be blind. All right, we're going to want to get into a pot with Little Heaven. And hope for the best. All right, this is about as good as it gets for us. We're going to check shove. Hope for the best here. the hell they're going to call us with. Maybe they'll call us with nothing. Who knows? All right, so successful mission there. Our check shove succeeded. Fold. So what the hell are our payout jumps here? Anyway, let's check it out. Prize structure. Oh. Okay, 8th place is 55 to 72. So the 91, 114, 139, 190, 273. Okay, so you really got to get to the top 3 spots. Just like most modern tournaments online. You got to get those top 3 spots to do any good. But yeah, like, first prize is 150 buy-ins. Like, it's quite a lot of buy-ins, so that's good. Like, if we could get that, that would pay for 150 fucking more tournaments. And yeah, if we could get that, then I'll have lots of money on here to play. I'll try to figure out that fucking issue, but Getting close to break time, too. All right, 19 big blinds. We have Jack 7 off, and we have to fold. Looks like we got a pretty reasonable guy here, Pablo. He seems kind of reasonable. I don't have notes on him when I have 48 hands on him, so that's a good sign. Plus 25, 23, 3-bet 8. C-bet 75 is actually pretty reasonable. Kind of aggressive stats. 26, 17, 3-bet 7. That's pretty reasonable as well. And we got 120 hands. C-bets, not very much, but doesn't fold to C-bets very often. This guy's really tight. This guy, reasonable, aggressive stats. And then Maniac. And then passive, loose passive guy that doesn't 3-bet. He's nuts. Yeah, that guy is ridiculous. He shouldn't even be here. That guy should have lost like an hour ago, but he got extremely lucky. And then, yeah, we got a couple tight guys with no money. I have 19 bigs, so. Yeah, it's good they put that little heaven on my right, too, so. I get to play with the big blind versus her button and just defend, and when I hit flops, go for all the money, and yeah. One and a half big blinds, call. Jack. Are you going to lead? Leading would be kind of weird. On a jack turn. Little Heaven bets 2 and 8. Okay, first thing, she never does this with a jack. Ever. This isn't a bet that a fish makes with a jack. They bet like 2/3 to the full pot with a jack. There is no jack in her range. I don't know why you didn't go for it there. Like, she didn't have a jack. But, like, the thing about it is, I don't know how much information this guy has on her. But the thing about it is, this player doesn't fold pairs. See? So, if he had went for it, they would have called. So, you can't bluff this person. You don't bluff her. At all. I've watched and I've learned that. And I'm not going to bluff that player. It's going to be just solid value and going for max value. If we get heads up, same scenario. Once they call my C-bet, I'm just going to shut down, wait till I have value, go for max value, and hope for the best. Like, I don't know. We'll see. A lot of players change their style up when they get heads up, too, so it's hard to say. But they probably never have really been heads up much, so. 8, 9, 4. That's small. And raise. Cutoff versus button. 8, 9, 4. Check raise. That's pretty good poker playing, actually. All right. Well, I know this guy is a club because he wouldn't have check raised without a club if he's good. He just goes and slide over bet, eh? I guess maybe the king of clubs would make sense. And maybe set, or maybe two pair. Maybe the queen. We block pocket nines. So yeah, pocket nines are kind of unlikely. There's only one combination left of those. Thinking about it. 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 You're an asshole. You just slow rolled the shit out of that guy. Did you see that? He like time banked it and everything. Oh, that's kind of funny, eh? Go for the check raise. I don't really like the check raise with the small flush draw, or the small flush. To be honest, with these small flushes, in my opinion, not saying I'm right, in my opinion, with these small flushes, you want to get the fucking money in while you're ahead, you know? And this going all in on the turn shit is ridiculous. With a 6-eye flush, like, come on. That was ridiculous. So I thought they were good, but they're not good. Yeah, you want to get the money in as quickly as fucking possible when you have a baby flush like that on the flop. Not a monotone board. Like, yeah, just get the fucking money in while you're good. Because there's a very good chance that your opponent's going to have a higher club. You know? Ace. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Ace. No jacks. Come on, no jacks. Good. Sorry, Tony, but get the fuck out of here. You should have lost 2 hours ago. Fucking dick. Alright, down to 7. Or 8. What the fuck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7. Let's just add reset. Oh, man. We gotta start folding our big blind a little bit tighter now. Just because we're gonna have a harder time calling down. Especially as a middle stack, if you haven't noticed, we're a middle stack. This hand, though, I'm jamming versus JZ Orwin with these stats. If we get a go at it, we can't. Yeah, because they don't call. We block their calling range. They're calling maybe with the top 5, 6% of hands. So it would be a fine jam. Plus, you know, we win sometimes if they have kings or something. But yeah, we can't call a min raise out of position with ace 2 off. Yeah, August West here is super, super tight and down to 10. So we are a middle stack, slightly. So yes, we do want to call defender big blind. Slightly tighter now. Even to min raises. Because, you know, if it becomes 8, 4, 6, and we have jack 6, then all of a sudden we're in a fucking spot where we're calling down for return to life with middle pair. And it's going to happen a lot. So yeah, let's tighten up slightly. Slightly. Jack 6 off would be like an on the cusp hand. Like as is. Like I know we call off pretty wide. Like big blind versus low jack, we'll say. 15. Jack 6 is like right on the cusp, right? Right on the cusp. Jack 5, Jack 6. We probably start calling up here somewhere. Jack 9. Jack 8, Jack 9. Depending on stats, like, okay, we're dealing with the 16% opener. So, and that, we got 129 hands, so that's pretty accurate at this point. This is kind of hard to really. Middle position 22%, 15%. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. You need more hands to look at that, I guess. If we can successfully steal this blind, I don't think it's a jam. Shove on the cutoff for 13. It's not a jam. Fuck no. Negative 0.08. Like, I could jam, but I'd be risking everything doing it. And, like, you know, this guy might actually have something here. This guy. So the big blind is really tight, though. We got two, like, super nits, and I don't know how they get here. They just run... They just... I don't know. They just, like, only play, like, the top 4 or 5% of hands, and they got to the final table. It's kind of interesting strategy. I'd like to understand, like, what's going on in their heads. That's how they play, like, and how it's working out for them. Maybe this super tight strategy actually has a positive win rate. I don't know. Probably a more boring way to play, for sure, though. The GTO strategy is kind of fun. Like, you know, you're opening it up, and you're raising your bet, and you're bluffing, you know, like, a little bit more fun. Cutoff, hijack, low jack, middle position for 13. Ace 6 off is a negative 0.47. Oh, wow. That's really bad. Okay. Ace 10's a point plus 3-1. So that's where we can start. And then without ICM, be Ace 7 suited. And then with ICM, probably like Ace 9, Ace 10 suited. There's a little bit of ICM on us. Not much, but a little. So we just shave off, you know, the bottom portions of a range. Like I was doing on the last table. I shaved off a little bit, not a hell of a lot, like just a tad, to try to stay in it a little bit longer and just neutralize the risk of going all in. Okay, we have a hand that I would like to see a flop with. This one's a defend. Okay, well, we gotta fold now, but yeah, this is a defend. This is definitely fine to defend. This guy has to call. Ace 8. Queen 10, really. Ace 8, Queen. King, Jack. 8. Okay. Wow, buddy made a full house. Good for him. We made a fucking straight. We made a straight there. You made a full house. That's pretty gross. If I had stayed in somehow. That guy just had a called. I would have fucking called. And I would have lost the tournament right there. Okay, there's less ICM pressure on us now. Because we're the little stack. I was going to jam this. And I know it's a little bit weak. But this guy doesn't play, so it's fine. I'm having a hard time finding spots to jam into them because this guy raises every time he gets a chance, and as he should. Like, he should be raising any 2 cards basically there, especially if he has HUD and he can understand this shit, that he's an 11-2. Yeah. Oh, he woke up for a sec. Yeah, he had aces. Ace Jack, at least. I don't know why you show an ace. Should have showed the 3. That's what I would have did, but if I was going to show. If you're going to play tight, you know, you want your opponents to be thinking the opposite of what you're actually doing. If you're going to play really loose, you want them to perceive you as tight. If you want to play really tight, you want them to perceive you as loose. So, opposite. We're down to 11 big blinds, so essentially we're going to have to make something happen in the near future. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. We're going to have to double up here. Just really haven't found that spot yet on this final table. But, you know, we're down to 6, so that's good. Average is 5.1, which really doesn't fucking matter. But, yeah, we need to double up twice to get there. Remaining 6. 91 bucks for 6. Cool. So we're actually winning on ACR right now. I'm winning money now. I was down like 80 bucks. Now I'm winning after today. That's good. Alright, jack 8 off. We can easily get away from. This would be a terrible shove for 11 on the hijack. Hijack 11, jack 8 off is a negative 0.44 in EV. Yeah, Preflop Plus is definitely worth downloading and just having on your phone to check these situations and try to memorize them. Because, like, you know, if you're playing live, you have these memorized, you're just gonna play a better style of poker push fold, right? They're just, it's a numbers game when you're short stacked. It's just a math game. It's not really. There's not a lot of skill involved. It's just math for the pushing and folding, right? So, just if you're pushing things that are plus EV without ICM implications, then you will win money. Like, if you don't, then you just guess, well, you're probably not going to win. Maybe you'll win once or twice, but eventually you'll lose it all again. Check and blast it. Oh, small. This is like a bet you make with a 7, maybe. To get called by ace high. Alright, we get the big blind now. And we got crap. Unfortunately, we have shit. This guy's jamming. I gotta fold. Yeah. Yeah, this can't do it. Like king 7, yeah, probably, but 5-7s is not good enough. 6 fucking 2, man. I have no fold equity right now. That's the thing. I can't jam 6-2. I can't. Yeah. 6, like, I'm not getting any spots to jam into this big blind either. Oh. Ace 8, ace 10. Yes! Really good. I understand the call 100% here. Like, I think it's fine. But it's still good. Because we move up a spot and we didn't even have to play a fucking hand. And that's what ICM is all about. Just moving up spots by playing a little bit tighter. That's awesome. Down to 5. And we got jacks, so. Come on, jam. Oh, man. I'm going to think for a minute like I have some kind of tough decision. Don't want to put off timing tells. All right. Even money. 66. Not quite out of the woods yet. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We beat Pablo. Okay, we're back to ICM implications. Ace Queen, I'm rejamming. It might end badly, but Ace Queen's really good. So Ace Queen's good. Look at that. Well, first time we've been at 20 bigs since we got to this table. All right. We'll be back after the break, guys. Thanks for sticking around.